I'm incredibly concerned, I think, as a lot of people in the profession are, about the high rises that are going up and approvals that are being made. That's going to really, I don't want to say destroy the fabric of Melbourne, but it's going to have a massive impact. I think it's got to be a balancing act. I would say if you're going to just approve accommodation for people and you're not going to put in further infrastructure and things like schools and hospitals, and you're also not going to have sort of variation in the building types that are going up, then it is going to be a problem, absolutely.
If you consider the central CBD, the traditional hodl grid, now add to that South Bank, which is coming towards its development completion, probably 95% complete. Docklands, about half complete. We haven't even started on Fisherman's Bend, and E-Gate up on the shoulder there of Docklands, haven't started on that. All in immediate proximity to the traditional CBD, and it adds up to over 600 hectares of urban renewal and urban development.
I think the City of Melbourne is going to have a bit of a challenge to maintain its identity, and that's the other thing. You have to look at what is actually the identity of a city. Is it just a bunch of high-rises? Well, it might be for Hong Kong, and that's okay, and that's their thing. Other cities are similar. But it's not really Melbourne. It's not the identity that Melbourne has fostered and that Melbourne actually advertises.
That is going to be a major challenge for us, to grow that in a way that, by the threshold you suggest, we still look like Melbourne, although that concept of the city has been broadened out to include those areas as well.
I think it's going to have to do a lot more retrofitting and sort of working around what's been approved, because within 10 years, by 10 years' time, people will be living in those high-rises that are getting approved now. And I think it's potentially going to struggle a little bit to balance that massive influx of people that live in the city, but not necessarily incorporating, again, going back to schools and hospitals and community centres and things that people need in order to make a city work.